Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Orbital Takes. Today is Wednesday, August 17th, and right now, at this moment, the Space Launch System is rolling out to the pad, baby. What's up, Pat? How we doing today?
Brilliant, Chris. Absolutely brilliant. Artemis 1 on its way to the launch pad. Holy shit.
Yeah, right now, as we
What else
speak.
can you say? Yeah,
Well,
literally
actually,
right
okay.
now on its way.
Well, for you guys, not necessarily for us. Right now, we're recording about 8:30 on a Tuesday, but I mean, at 9 o'clock, it's scheduled to roll out very slowly down the pad there. I mean, so this is 2 days early, right? We got this like a day or two early.
Yeah, which like never happens with spaceflight, right? Everything's always delayed. You never get stuff pushed up.
Yeah,
So
what the fuck?
Who knows, maybe they're feeling super confident about it and wanting to show the public that, hey, we're ready for this. You guys might have been talking some shit on our wet dress rehearsal, but we're ready to fucking go.
Yeah, you guys may have been talking shit the past 10 to 15 years, but let's push it 2 days early and let's hope they forget about it, right?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to dedicate this episode, pretty much the entire one, to the items that they're going to be carrying aboard the SLS. Where should we start? I mean, what is your favorite item on this list?
I love the Apollo 11 bolt from the F1 engine. So I am unclear on if this is one of the ones that Bezos recovered. So Bezos had a passion project a few years ago where he was basically like Dr. Ballard for the Titanic. Like, he was obsessed with going to find the Titanic. And Bezos was obsessed with going to find these F1 engines that literally took humans to the moon. These engines were part of the first stage of the Saturn V that fell into the ocean and have been at the bottom of the ocean for decades since then. So Bezos, he may have even consulted with Dr. Ballard. Dr. Ballard was a guy who found the Titanic, and went down and recovered several of these. And I know at least a couple of them are at the Blue Origin headquarters, but I'm wondering if this bolt was from one of those engines. But regardless, it's really cool that, you know, the first time humans set foot on the moon, we're taking a piece of that back to the moon. So that's I love that one. I also love what's his name, Dr. Moonikin Campos, which is, you know, instead of a mannequin, it's a moonikin.
Yeah, that's the new name they're coining up there. Moonikins we're sending.
Yeah, and it's named after a guy, Arturo Campos, who worked on the Apollo 13 mission, and he was an integral part of bringing that crew home. So it's kind of a nod to them, but it's got all sorts of sensors on it and stuff, and we've talked about it a little bit on this show, and I did a post on it on Spaceflight Hub. But yeah, it's basically going to measure all the various G loads and whatnot on the human body. So those are the two that really stuck out to me. What are your thoughts? What is your favorite?
I was going to say the same shit. I think these Moonikins are great. So they also have two Phantoms named Helga and Zohar. First off, those names are fire. Great name choice. They're going to ride in the other Orion seats. And it's funny, these mannequins, their torsos are made out of materials that mimic the soft tissue and organs and bones of a woman, right? So we're trying to figure out, like, are these bodies going to survive up there? What's going on? It's going to be a lot of shaking. I think it's like a 45-day trip, right? So that's only the beginning, right? So obviously they're going to have these Moonikins and mannequins. So they're going to have like Legos up there. I saw they're going to have several USB hard drives featuring videos. They have like drawings and essays from like teachers and students around the world. And there's also like a name plaque thing going up there. Did you sign up for that?
So yes, so I think we're talking about two different things though. There is some kind of micro laser and etched thing with 30,000 names of those who worked on Artemis 1. I know a couple of those names personally, and congrats to you too. You know who you are. But I signed up for, I think, one of the USB drives where you could just send your name, and my name's also been sent to Mars a couple times on the Perseverance and Curiosity rovers. It's in interstellar space or about to be on the New Horizons spacecraft. So NASA does this. NASA does this every time they have a big mission. You can sign up to have your name on there. So I don't know what the hell it really gets you, other than like my name is encoded on some chip flying throughout the Milky Way galaxy, but it's still cool still cool to think about.
Yeah, I think I put my name on the Perseverance rover too, or at least one of my names. I might have signed up 3 or 4 times. I don't remember.
Did you put SPO or did you put Chris?
I did SPO. I think I did Space with SPO. Yeah. So I think
SPO.
I'm on Percy. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Pebble from the Dead Sea. It says it's the lowest dry land surface on Earth, and it's going to be sent up to Artemis I as a way to symbolize humanity's continuous drive for exploration. Like, that's sick. We got a Pebble going up there. Like, what?
Yeah. I also like the Snoopy and the Legos that are going up. So Snoopy has a long time connection to NASA. Apollo 10, the lunar module is named Snoopy. It's kind of a joke, but the NASA administration awards a Silver Snoopy Award every year for safety excellence. So that has been around the NASA and the space program for a while. And then there is also a pen nub, a pen dib. Charles Schultz, who created Peanuts.
Literally, the guy who created Peanuts. His pen.
And Snoopy. His pen is going up. So
that's great.
For as much shit as we talk on the Artemis I program itself, the public affairs people, hats off to you. You guys do an excellent job of getting people excited, and kids will see these Legos and be like, oh my God, like that's so cool, and hopefully inspires them to get into STEM and whatnot.
What's kind of awkward though, Pat? I mean, can we address the elephant in the room? What happens if we put all this memorabilia up there and something goes wrong and this thing fucking explodes with all these artifacts that are so important, right? I mean, that would really fucking suck.
That would suck. That's why we have a launch abort system on top of Orion. So hopefully that if God forbid that does happen, the Orion capsule will get the hell out of there.
Dude, and let me just say something publicly. People on TikTok are psychopaths. The top comment on my most recent video was, so it went out to 120,000 people, and the top comment, which always gets the most upvotes, it was some guy who wrote, "Don't put a teacher in there." I'm like, what? I literally responded, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people are going to be watching this launch, and I really hope everything goes well, because shit like that, like, we can't let like those haters and like those idiots like have any bit of any satisfaction on this shit. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be fine. I think that the fact that we're moving 2 days ahead of schedule really might not seem like a lot, but like you said, it kind of is. It's kind of a big deal. So.
Yeah, it is, because like that never happes. The stuff gets moved up, so I take that as a good sign. And we were texting last week. Gary Jordan, who is NASA Public Affairs, he was on a podcast that I listened to, and he was talking about the cameras, plural, that are going to be on the outside of Orion, on the solar arrays. And think about that. That's going to be wild selfies of Orion with the moon in the background, or with Earthrise in the background. He was like, we're going to capture Earthrise and Earthset. We all know what Earthrise is. I don't think we've seen an Earthset. And then he said eventually there'll be 4K video of astronauts walking on the moon in the near future, but the Deep Space Network cannot handle the bandwidth right now, because it's such primitive, for lack of a better word, data going back and forth in bits, and 4K is just such a huge amount of data. They're gonna have to figure out a different way to get that back and forth. But we're gonna see some really kick-ass photos from this Artemis I mission.
You hit a great point, and I hope it starts right away. I hope when we launch Artemis I on August 29th, let's put good vibes in the air. It's gonna happen. Then I do hope we see 4K of the separation, right? I mean, wouldn't you want that?
Well, I don't think they're gonna have 4K yet, because the Deep Space Network cannot handle it yet.
Oh, it can't even handle that footage coming like right away. You're right. We need like the
correct. So NASA does everything. He was Gary Jordan from NASA was explaining everything is in 720p still, because it's reliable. It's good enough where it's not horrible quality. But we are all used to this day and age 1080p at least, and they're just kind of getting caught up to that. But I know that he said they were making efforts to get 1080p for this mission, but it might be Artemis 2 where we start seeing that. But think about Artemis 3 walking on the moon in 4K high def, putting on some VR goggles and following along with these guys. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps just even talking about it.
Oh my God. Imagine they bring like some type of like 360 type of camera up there, and you can just go on like
for sure they're gonna
your
have
Oculus and just like kind of dig with them on the fucking moon. That'd be crazy.
Oh my God.
I just hope it's better than what we got with the James Webb Telescope launch. Remember how like fuzzy and how it was all glitchy, and the last time humanity saw the JWST was like a glitchy camera that looked like it was like downloaded from LimeWire or some shit. You know what I mean?
LimeWire, maybe some Kazaa or some BearShare.
The glory days on LimeWire.
Morpheus. Yeah. Oh man.
What's one thing that we should not put on the Artemis I rocket?
I wouldn't put live humans on the Artemis I rocket.
I could beat that. You want to know how I beat that? A vape pen.
a vape pen?
A vape pen, baby. Shout out Brittany Griner. Come on, that's on the news, man. Come on, man. That was good. I planned that one. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
You don't want to bring a vape pen on there. You know
hey, we're not in Russia. We're good. We're good. We're not going to be thrown in a gulag for 10 years for having a vape pen.
I also wanted to ask you, hot seat, Rosie the Rocketeer. Is she officially on the hot seat? I mean, we got these Moonikins going up there. What's Rosie the Rocketeer at Boeing gonna, what's she gonna have to say about all this, man?
She's got some competition here with Moonikin Campos. Maybe the two of them get together and they have a baby Moonikin.
Moonikin Campos. All right, what do you think about the ESA collab that gave us Shaun the Sheep, the new Orion mascot? They went with Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? Wallace and Gromit. It's from that cartoon, that British cartoon series, which I don't know much about, but I like it. He's cute.
Yeah.
You know,
he's standing in front of the Orion spacecraft like this. He's like,
yeah. He's got some swag.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, so that's a lot of the shit that's going up there. Like we said, let's just hope that all goes well with this. There's a lot of valuables on deck here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm so excited for this. We officially got I got a room down there in Cocoa Beach from Saturday to Tuesday. So if we scrub, I'm staying there. Fuck it. I'm going to be there. You know what I mean? So I'm hyped. I'm excited about this. What are your thoughts on finally the 2-week countdown that we hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna have major FOMO. I'm not able to go because I have a son on the way here, and just is too close to his due date. So you're gonna have to hold it down for the two of us. Also, NASA didn't select me for NASA Social, so thanks NASA. I think my wife would have let me go if they had given me a legit credential. So NASA, I'll check my application for Artemis 2.
We'll be there Artemis 2 for sure. But yeah. So how long does this rollout take?
It takes like 16 hours or 18 hours or something like that, because it's going on a blazing speed of like 2.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
At its top speed, I think. So if it scrubs, are you gonna just stay down there in Florida?
I'm just saying I'll go on vacation as long as I need to. I'll be there. You know what I mean?
What if it scrubs until the second launch window in October? Are you just gonna stay down there the whole time?
That's good.
Spo moves to Florida, the Real Housewives of Miami, and here's guest star Chris Esposito.
Yeah, imagine like, hey Pat, I'm not leaving. Like it scrubs to the second, it scrubs the fifth, and I'm literally just there all month. All right, guys. So there you have another episode of Orbital Takes. Make sure to tune in to this launch on August 29th around 8:30 a.m. Pat, you got anything?
Just thanks for listening, everyone. It would really help us out if you could give us a rating on whatever podcast platform you listen to. And we really appreciate the audience that comes back every week. So ad Astra, everybody.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week.